Good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. It's time to play with some neglected cars. It's been a while since these two got some love. The S13 looking very neglected over here. The RX-7 just very dirty from being pushed outside. Doesn't get driven much lately. But yeah, the S13 is filthy. The engine bay is in need of a hell of a clean. It's actually getting ready for an oil change as well, because we got a big day ahead. Tomorrow I'm taking it just to a bit of a car show, got a tough streeters day. Might do some filming there, might not, we'll see how the day takes me. But yeah, Monday we've got a tune. So it's going down to Allsparks, gonna chuck it on the dyno and just see what it makes. Put some more boost in it, probably between 18 and 20 pound. Turn it up, see what it does, should be good. But yeah, for now, need to get this bloody thing, well, just up in the air, do an oil change. Filter's nice and easy to get to. Actually, everything's pretty easy to get to on this thing, and then give it a bit of a clean up. So it is filthy. Shouldn't take much. Just run it, bit of a pressure wash, back under there. One day I'll paint the bay, paint the bay, paint the front guards, give it the love it needs. But yeah, good times ahead getting onto the dyno. It's been a long time coming. I have driven this car a little bit lately, and I love it. It drives well, doesn't use bugger all fuel, it's still running on E10, and I can't really fault it. I don't floor it much, but having that little bit extra power will be nice. Chuck down in the comments now what you reckon it'll make. Pause the video, let me know. I got a bit of an idea. It was making 220 kilowatt on 11 pound at the moment. That'll give you a rough idea, see what you think. Little bit of elbow grease and she's looking clean. See where I've left a bit of spray down the bottom there, but yeah, just gave it a bit of a clean, mainly the heart of the engine bay, just the motor. Give it a bit of a wipe off. Probably could have done a little bit better. One thing that's always irritated me, I checked an HKS cap on. I've actually got an HKS one over there too, but the G-Ready one there. Had this sitting inside for a little while, so let's swap them over. Actually got to stick the cap on. Shows how funny, literally just buying a blank cap with a sticker. But that's the sort of people we are, car people. Oh, and she's still hot. This isn't going to go well. Oh no. Oh, I chipped my paint. That's alright. Let's get this off. Oh, I'll probably top up that coolant actually. I might do that before I chuck that cap on. And then we got a washer, which is usually a bit of an ordeal. I actually talked to a mate that worked for a company called Wax It recently, and he goes, we can help you out. So they sent me out their foam gun, got stuff spread all over it. Their foam gun, some spray, a couple of different ones. I've actually mixed up the stronger one at the moment, just got that in there. Literally mixed it up and just had a bit of a spray, haven't used it. Got bits everywhere. Got their mitts. And then I've got their drying towel. So he said, give it a go, see what you reckon of it, and I'll chuck a link up now. That way you can get, I think it's 10% off yours. I mean, if I'm going to get something, I want you guys to get something as well. So yeah, 10% off the Wax It products. I'll chuck a link below and in the description as well. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I'll give it an honest review once I've used it in a second. Alright, that was a bit of fun. She's a bit soapy. I've never had a spray foam cannon before. It worked good. She's ready for a bit of a wash off. Just give it a scrub down, get all that dirt off. No, that's much of a muchness. But yeah, we'll get her fresh, get her clean. But yeah, that worked well. Jump on their stuff, go get your own. That was Wax It. It's D-Day, baby. It is D-Day. Well, T-Day. It is T-Day. We're off for a tune. We're off to Allsparks. I don't know why. Every time I go for a tune, it feels like I'm going to the dentist. And something had to go wrong. And this morning, it was the wideband sensor dying, which isn't a big deal. I'll swap it out, just the wash sensor when I get home. But yeah, it's a bit funny. The day of the tune, something related to a tune dies. Although Frank will chuck a sniffer in the rear pipe, it's just one of those things. But easy enough. Hopefully the back of the car isn't too low. I took the front lip off so I can get in this driveway. Just put some fuel in there and some E10. We're off on the journey. Probably to get stuck in some traffic on the way. Headphones in because the stereo doesn't work well in this car. And I don't want to deal with no stereo because the whine of the gearbox is pretty nasty sometimes. Today being one of those times. Bring it on. I guess for those that haven't watched the channel or are new to it, let's talk about what's been done to this motor. So it's a built SR. It was built years ago. I reckon probably 10 years ago this engine was put together. I'm going to say generic forged top and bottom, well, forged bottom end, rods, pistons, ARP, everything that so I've been told. And then head is a solid head with some Jun cams, not sure on the specs from memory, some adjustable gears that have been dialed in. Much of a muchness these days. It's fucking, all cars seem to have the same sort of setup when it's an SR and it's been built now. Turbo G25 550, just running a Garrett external gate on that. It's just a Pulsar turbo. Intake's got a G-ready intake and I think it's 1000s or 1200cc injectors, then controlled by a Haltech Elite 1500 because it's got drive-by-wire. So it'll be interesting to see what it makes because I'm still on E10 as well. I wanted to keep the fuel system really basic. I knew I wasn't going to push this car hard because I wanted to drive it a bit, and if I made it too powerful or on E85 I wasn't going to drive it as much because there's just no E85 stations near my house. It's a good half-hour drive just to get fuel and I wasn't going to do that. Yeah, see what it makes. I'm hoping 280 kilowatt, but we will see. Let's make it there. Let's get it on the rollers, or maybe on the hubs. I'm guessing on the rollers, and we'll see what it does. For now, I am stuck in bumper to bumper traffic, and this is shit house. Alright, we're at Frank's, we're at Allsparks, we're on the dyno, just did all the base timing, car's ready to go. But yeah, let's see how we go. Let him work his magic. I'll just chuck a couple of runs in here, no point filming the whole bloody thing. But yeah, we'll see how we go at the end. just like that, I'm back home. She's done. She's a spicy wee girl now. Didn't get any of a drive home. There was just too much of a traffic. I didn't want to thrash the car and look like a fucking dickhead on the freeway. I don't want to piss people off. I'll wait for a time and a place for that one. I'll take a mate for a drive. I'll do a proper drive on the car and how it feels. But it is way better. Way better. It's woke the car up everywhere. Ended up with a final power figure of 273 kilowatt and 20.6 pounds of boost. That's just at the stop. And it tapers off a little bit. Pretty much holds steady there. And I've got 662 Newton meters of torque, which is a heap. And yeah, you can see, go back to that, look at that look at that power curve. Look how much space is underneath of it. It is awesome. That's what we want. Just nice torquey, comes on power easy. It's going to be fun to drive. Nice simple E10 powered car. It did well. Looking forward to driving it more now.